Hey everybody, it's Annette Dion. How are you all doing on this full moon Tuesday, April 7th? I'm listening to something I found on YouTube. It's called the Hang Drum. They're hand drums. They're wicked cool. Highly recommend. So I rode my bike to my office today. It was a really nice day, and got to get this video up soon because it's gonna get cold out and I need to head back. So I wanted to quickly check in. I had asked the universe to send me a groovy mask, and yesterday somebody gave me this. Pretty nice, huh? I didn't want one of those just plain old blue things. So there's that. So things are okay. Lots going on in the ethers. I have to say that my spirit guides have been sending me lots of symbols and messages. One image that is coming in today is, I'm kind of getting Bible stories a little bit, like the story of Moses when he was talking to God in the Mount Sinai, was it? And he came down and he was really upset that his people, rather than worshiping God, were worshiping the golden calf. I'm not a Bible scholar, but I just remember that story. And he was furious. And I think he had the Ten Commandments and he like threw them down, and they were like these stone tablets and they smashed all over the place. So there's that. I really do believe that there is a higher intelligence that wants us to stop making money our God. And then I also, of course, get the image of Jesus when he went into the temple and all the shysters were there and kind of stealing, conning people. And he got angry and he started just throwing the tables because he was so angry that people were putting so much emphasis on money, and it was just dark stuff. So I've been seeing a lot of that in these conferences that are televised each day. And I have been saying for maybe a week now that I am sensing a time very, very soon when it's almost like they get pushed to the background. We're not going to see them anymore. We're not going to hear from them anymore. They're going to not get the limelight that they so crave, because it's a matter of life and death now that we have to know the truth so that we can save lives. It has come down to that. As unbelievable as it seems, and the world superpower, which used to be the United States of America, is now not that anymore. And there are many, many reasons, many things that led to this, but we are not leading the world in our handling of a global pandemic, that is for sure. So a lot of information coming in from the ethers about governors coming together and talking to each other, hospitals coming together and talking to each other. Yesterday in my reading, I mentioned that I saw medical aid coming from other countries, and this morning when I got up I was reading an article about that, and I mentioned Doctors Without Borders yesterday, and I literally saw an article today about that there are medical personnel. I mean, maybe it doesn't take a psychic, but I'm just saying I specifically was talking about that yesterday, that I sensed aid coming in voluntarily from other countries, and this sense of humanitarianism is rising up to the forefront, and it's very, in a way, it's very encouraging and very uplifting and very like, oh my gosh, it's been a long time coming. And you know what, sometimes things just reach a tipping point, and the tipping point is now we have to get back to being humans, and Mother Earth needs to get back to us just stopping everything and staying put and going, well, because we could not continue to go in the direction that we were going. So this is a massive opportunity for a reboot, but don't expect the world to be like it was, because it will not be. It's going to be really, 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 really different, as it already is. We can't say it isn't already. I have a lot more to say about all this, but just keep tuning into my videos. Thank you to I think I have 10 subscribers, maybe 13. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. It's a brand new channel and I got to figure out how to build it. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying doing the videos. I'm going to pull 3 cards about what to expect for the next 24 hours. It is around 5 p.m. on Tuesday, April 7th. Oop, there's a card jumping out of the deck. And the full moon is called a wind moon, and the sign it's in is Libra. So this is a really good time to work on those relationships in your life, the people that you live with, the people that you love, your partner, your husband, wife, you know. It's a really good time to put the limelight on that, to put the focus on that. I dropped a card, I'm going to go get it. It jumped out of the deck. This is just hilarious. This is a card that jumped out of the deck. I think this is day 4 in a row of the 4 of Swords coming up. And I just was receiving guidance about this deep rest that I keep talking about. This is a time of, you know, we're not going to really get it. We're not going to understand what's happening until we go deep into this rest that for decades people have not been able to just be still. I don't know why I'm waxing Bible today, but there's a passage in the Bible that says, "Be still and know that I am God." I don't know where that is, but this is about being still. And we have to be still for a long, long, long period of time. Could be, you know, I could be referring to hours, days, weeks, months, years. Not necessarily talking about the pandemic, but I'm just saying, you know, it takes time before God actually speaks. It's like when you become as still as possible, I mean the higher intelligence, you can call it whatever you will. Whatever it is that grows the flowers and makes babies, and you know what I mean. I don't have to explain. So, you know, it's like when we go deep, then it's like, you know, this higher intelligence is like saying, okay, well, that's good, and let's go deeper. Okay, well, that's good, and you think, oh, isn't that enough? No, let's go deeper. So there's this continual message to just be quiet. Now, we're going to discover things about ourselves through this time of not being in our routine, which was go, 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 go. We're going to find a whole new dimension of ourselves, many new dimensions of ourselves that we never would have otherwise gotten to. So there's that. And like I said, that card just jumped out of the deck, so I hadn't even sort of fanned out my deck to see. It definitely has a message for us. We have got to be still. We're not going to get the message, the very profound message that's going to save humanity unless we're still. Go out and be in nature. Nature is speaking. So, you know, go out in nature and just ask nature what it wants you to see and what messages it has for you. All right, so 2 more cards, possibly 3 more cards. We'll see. I feel these 2. This is also a recurring card, the 3 of Pentacles. I've been saying for a little while now that we're going to not see money so much anymore, that we're going to see bartering, of course. We're going to get very innovative about ways that we can live and exist in the world that don't involve money. And I'm not saying there's going to be no money at all, because that's just not even possible. But we're going to see, like, I'm getting the figure like 30% of transactions are going to be moneyless transactions. We're moving into that sort of a time. I don't mean just digital transactions. There's a lot of talk now about the elimination of cash from the whole global monetary system. I don't see that right away. I think there's a lot of people that love cash. I love cash. I think cash is it's fun. It's fun to count cash and play with cash, to have it. But I see this as alternative ways of existing amongst each other, of surviving and thriving too. Alternative ways to thrive. I keep saying plant a garden. Maybe it's just because it's spring, but because of what's going on now too. Plant a vegetable garden. And if you don't have a plot of land, maybe you can do it in like some raised beds or boxes or something. So there's that. I love the Magician card. I see the Magician as being miracles occurring. So it's a real optimistic card here. He has the infinity sign above his head, and this is very much pointing to, I'm picking up the message of as above, so below. So a lot of people are praying right now. If you feel like kind of in like the guidance or the hunch that praying is a good thing, you don't have to ask why, you don't have to ask how, you don't have to ask questions, just pray. You know, we don't have to know the whys or the hows or what's going to happen. It's just, let's just go with, if you feel the guidance or the feeling of I want to be still and pray, then know that, you know, you're linking up to other people that are praying too, and maybe they need an extra person in order for some tipping point to happen and that prayer to be fulfilled, mainly being that there's a cure. But I also want our prayer to be that the world goes in a different direction than, you know, destruction. So I like to keep my videos short, and I don't want to go on too much about this. I wanted to mention about the prayer topic. There was a day, I was brought up Catholic. I don't staunchly practice anything, but I did learn about the rosary, and one day I decided to just go ahead and pray the rosary like I'm talking about. And I felt, this is a couple weeks ago, when I was praying the rosary, it was almost like I have this music on right now in the background. It was almost like I could hear this background language of somebody saying the rosary in Italian. So I thought that was fascinating. It was almost like I was picking up on that channel of the maybe little ladies, Italian ladies praying. Maybe in Italy, you know, who knows. So, you know, life is beautiful, life is interesting, life is very mysterious, and it's beautiful. So stay with that, stay with the beauty, stay with the love. I will check back with you tomorrow. If you'd like a reading, please email me at AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and please share my videos too. Bye.